Justin Wong is perhaps one of the biggest names in the fighting game community. With the addition of fighters to the pro circuit, Wong decided to make his MLG debut at the Winter Championships. MLG Weekly was on site to get his thoughts on the tournament, the 3 games he competed in, and the great esports debate.
Competing in my first MLG is very, very fun because this is my first time and I heard a lot about MLGs. I see it on Twitter all the time, and it's definitely like a dream come true that MLG accepted fighting games. Even though it's my, I guess, weaker games, I still wanted to compete in my first MLG and see like what would happen, what my experience would be like, and also hopefully MLGs will accept more fighting games in the future. When I walked into the venue, I was very shocked because it was very big. It made me consider like E3, and you know how big E3 is. It's like amazingly huge. So I was very impressed. There was all these setups for everyone to play before the tournament time. And you know, you just meet a lot of new people. You have free Dr. Pepper everywhere, which is awesome. And I just find it amazing, and I would come back to the next one. I guess the main difference between an MLG and a fighting game event is that MLG has cross-genre games. You have StarCraft, you have Halo, and now you have the fighting games. Well, fighting games is just fighting games. So you have like those hardcore fighting game fans, and I think that the fighting game community is still on the rise of how to run tournaments more professional, more organized, because tournaments in the fighting games don't really run on time while MLG does. But we are getting better at that. The main difference is that you have very professional production value in terms of making this as a show instead of a tournament, but while still keeping the integrity of a tournament, which is amazing and which I think is the future of competitive gaming. If I had to send a message to the fighting game community about MLG, I would say we have to give MLG a chance because they've been treating all of us very well, giving us very professional level in terms of running tournaments and also a very high production value. I think that to be good in a fighting game, it's not that hard if you like to play a lot of fighting games. I think it's harder if you just focus on one because a lot of tactics and strategies you can use in different fighting games, you can incorporate it to another fighting game. So my specialty is like whatever fighting game comes out, I just want to play it and play it at a competitive level. The toughest competition in KOF are probably Bala. He's the favorite to win. He won all the KOF 13 tournaments in the fighting game community. And then second would probably be either Reynolds or Mr. KOF. Those 3 are the best in the United States at the moment. I think my weakest game may be Soul Calibur, but I think that I'm pretty decent at Soul Calibur. But I know that there's a certain level where you have to break before saying you're amazing. Playing in a 3D game is definitely 100% different from a 2D game because in a 2D playing field, you just have to worry about left and right. But in 3D, you have to worry about a 360 point of view. There's like a side step, there's side walking, meaning like you can walk around the whole stage in a 360 point of view. And there's a lot of moves that if you sidestep, your move will completely miss. So you have to take that into consideration and basically focus on a lot of your opponent's habits in 3D games. Mortal Kombat, I won PvP Nationals, but I don't really count that because we had to use a PvP stick and that's not what the player's preference is. But I also did really well in past Mortal Kombat tournaments, but I think I'm probably even in all 3.